Can everybody please stand? Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, you may be seated. Welcome, welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Edith Johnson, and I am the very proud principal of Wilbur L. Cross High School. Yeah, right? Wilbur Cross High School. Class of 2021. So this is our second commencement of the day, and I'm so excited to be here. So this is like the turn up, right? Everybody excited? Everybody should be excited because this is the last time that you're going to be forced to sit and listen to me. So welcome. I'd like to welcome our New Haven Public School executive team, Dr. Paul White, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, and Ms. Evie Velasquez. I also like to welcome our keynote speaker, Director Maritza Bond from the Health Department of the City of New Haven. I would like to welcome our families, parents, grandparents, titi, tios, cousins, everybody, friends. And most importantly, the people we are here to see today and celebrate, the Wilbur Cross class of 2021. Welcome. First, I would like to acknowledge we have 11 graduates who are going to the military. So can those graduates please stand? We had a few in the morning session. So the graduates who are going into the armed forces, please stand so we can recognize you. Okay. I just want to thank you for your courage. Thank you for your bravery to do and fight for our country. So we are here for you. We honor you and thank you so much. So let's give it up for our graduates who are going to the armed forces. Next, I would like to have a moment of silence for all the loved ones that we as a Cross community have lost in the last year and a half. It's been a tough year. Our staff, our students, we have lost mothers, fathers, siblings, cousins, grandparents, other family members, and close friends at an alarming rate this year. I send you my love and prayers to help you through your grief. However, I genuinely believe that every person that has passed away in our lives, they're looking down on us today with such pride. They're smiling and their spirits are surrounding and protecting us today on this glorious day to celebrate you. I have often thought about in the last 6 months, what am I going to say to you guys, right? What can I tell you? And I feel like this is the last time that you're going to be forced to listen to me. That's a joke. You guys are supposed to laugh. Don't act like I'm not funny. That's what. Thank you. I laugh out loud. You guys already know. Okay. And it was hard. I thought about how do I say something inspiring when it's been such a challenging year, when everybody just wants this year to be over. I know we've experienced loss, some more than others. Sometimes it's unbearable through the years, and many of you have shared those things with me and the staff as well. However, one of the things that we need to know that we learned is perseverance, that we have got through this terrible year, and we're here today to celebrate your accomplishments. Remember, this is just one step in a journey of life that you guys have. So take it in, enjoy it, get off your phones, get off of Instagram, and enjoy, soak it in. Okay, I remember in August 2017 that I told you that you were destined for greatness when you walked through our doors and you were these little short ninth graders that looked scared. And I told you I expected every single one of you to work to your potential, to have high, and I had high expectations, and I expected you to walk across this stage in 4 years, and you guys did it. I remember watching many of you fall in love or like on the tea or in the classroom, and the tea or the cafeteria. You know who you are, that's why you're laughing. And I also saw when love went to die in the V wing, when you were having those serious conversations and you broke up, right? A lot of people are laughing because they know what I'm talking about. They all have experienced that V wing. So just know, for any new ninth graders coming in, V wing is where love goes to die, so stay out of that wing. Okay, however, we've all learned something about life. I never imagined that we would experience a global pandemic. I never thought that we'd be out of school for a year. But I think about all the things that we've learned. We learned how to persevere. We learned patience. We learned that having our face in our phones and on the computer is not healthy. But most importantly, if you have not learned, human connection is so important for our well-being. So take it in. Spend today and every day close to your friends and families, and remember what that is like. I believe that you're the generation that will be instrumental in building a better future for our society. I hope that you continue with your time outside of school, whether you are going to Gateway, Southern, Central, Howard University, A&T, Yale, Harvard, or wherever you land, that you continue to learn about the world, you continue to read, you continue to understand how racial injustice and how you are, as a contributing member of society, are responsible to fix that. But more importantly, learn about yourselves and love yourselves. If you remember anything that I have said, I want you to remember that you always have choices in life. While you may not like your choices, you have them. It's important to be a critical thinker and to be strategic in the choices that you make, all the way down from who you are dating to what your major is going to be, what job you're going to take, and how you see yourself in the future. Your choices will impact the rest of your life. Please remember that. So lastly, I just want to share some lessons that I've learned in my 43 years on this earth. And if you remember anything, please take these with you as you walk out of this field for the last time as high school students. Well, you're no longer high school students. But first, be proud of the skin that you are in. Never let anyone make you feel less than. If someone does, walk away because you always deserve better. Fall hard and forever in love with yourself. Never lie to yourself. Reserve the words "I'm sorry" or "forgive me" for when you really mean it. Travel light through life. Don't keep the baggage. Only keep what you need. Find your tribe and love them hard. True friends are hard to find. Remember that, because as you go through life, you'll know who your true friends are. It's okay to cry when you're hurt. It's okay to smash things, but wash your face, clean your mess, and get up off the floor when you're done, because you don't belong down there. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Very important. Happiness is not a permanent state. Wholeness is. So don't confuse the two. Can't is a cop-out. Hold your heroes in high standard and be your own hero. If you have an opinion, you better know why. And I say that to you guys all the time. Practice your passion. Ask for what you want, because the worst thing that somebody can tell you is no. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Be sure to lead your life with kindness and love. No matter where you are, you can always come back home to Cross for support. We love you. We are proud of you. You are awesome, fabulous, and I expect you to take over the world and make it a better place. You will forever and always be my beautiful governors. Thank you. All right, and next, Annalise is, oh no, I'm sorry. And next, we will have our salutatorian, Miss Lily Walton. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, fellow students, parents, grandparents, families, teachers, staff, and guests. Welcome to the Wilbur Cross graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. I'm Lily Walton, and it's with great honor that I stand before you today as this year's salutatorian. First, I want to give a special thank you to our teachers for guiding us, our guidance counselors for advising us, and our parents and guardians for supporting us. I feel like graduation caught me by surprise. Maybe some of you feel the same way. It seems like only yesterday that we walked into the atrium for the first time as scared freshmen, hardly knowing where we were going, having no clue what the A wing is or where the V wing is. I can now say with pride that after 4 years here, I don't get lost anymore. This school has many wings. There's A, there's B, there's E, there's V. For every wing, there are a million different experiences and paths through this school. None of us have taken the same path through these hallways, and after Wilbur Cross, none of us will continue forward on exactly the same path. Nonetheless, within these walls, we have all been able to find the communities where we belong, to create friendships that we cherish, and to discover who we are or who we want to become. We have had models of empathy all around us, the teachers who are generous with their time to be the faculty advisor for a club, the teachers who are eager to talk during Wellness Wednesday office hours, the main office staff who collected textbooks through the front windows outside in June of 2020, Mr. Flanagan, who always returns my calls, Mrs. Johnson, who is always in the hallways talking to students. Wilbur Cross is a compassionate community. Let me tell you a story about that. It was junior year, and my English teacher, Mrs. Nelkin, had given us a big assignment. We had to write a speech. The topic was up to us. We just had to stand up in front of the class and talk. I found this assignment a little scary. It's hard to be vulnerable about your passions, right? When the day of the speeches finally arrived, I was nervous. Public speaking scared me. It still does, even today. And I just wanted to get it over with. But as soon as the first speaker got up and to stand in front of our half circle of desks, I was struck speechless by my classmates' passion and dedication to our chosen causes. Some speeches were pleas for political reform. Some were demands for better policy about climate change. One was a fed-up declaration of feminism. Every single one was unique. Each of us had managed to steep our words in our own perspectives, showing and sharing the communities we come from and our classmates listening with compassion. It took a lot of guts to stand up there and talk, for some more than others, but it just proved to me what can happen when we share what we care about. We can create entire new communities. Our English class was really close after that, a new and unexpected community for all of us way down in the V wing. Not everybody has had this experience of a bonded class, but each of us may have found that community elsewhere in our Wilbur Cross lives. Whether that community looks like a tight-knit huddle in the locker room waiting for the game to start, or the blinding glare of the stage lights before a school production, or whispered conversations with friends in the library. We all have our people, the people we want to take care of. As this pandemic has shown us, our communities are our lifeblood, and empathy is our sustenance. And I know that this class of 2021 will carry that knowledge forward with us beyond the world in Wilbur Cross, beyond the A or the E wing. Despite our interrupted junior year and our mostly remote senior year, we've managed to maintain our attachments through just about anything, even after our 13 months in quarantine away from Cross. That's not to say that we won't look for new experiences or stray from our comfort zones in the future. In fact, our class has had to be extremely flexible. We've faced a lot of challenges that seemed impossible, both as a class and as individuals, and we've stretched and grown in ways that we couldn't have imagined. From those days when Cross lost internet for a few hours, or when Google Classroom crashed, to forgetting what people look like in person, to taking AP tests online, to taking care of siblings at home during class, our class of 2021 has been tested. But whatever our communities look like going forward, whether that's a sports team, a military squad, a book club, a band, or an activist group, we now have the skills to make a place for ourselves in our new setting, to create and find new communities by sharing our passions and individuality, and to push through any challenges we face with empathy and strength. As the poet Mary Oliver said in her poem Breakage, it's like a schoolhouse of little words, thousands of words. First, you figure out what each one means by itself, the jingle, the periwinkle, the scallop full of moonlight. Then you begin slowly to read the whole story. We've all contributed to our story here at Wilbur Cross, and now it's time for each of us to take what we've learned and start figuring out the next chapter on our own. I know we will all find our way. Congratulations, class of 2021.
And next, we will have our valedictorian, Alexandra Northrop, better known as Sasha.
All right. Even though this is the second time I'm giving this speech, I'm still a bit nervous, so just bear with me. Okay. Hi, everybody. Let's just have everyone stand up and start clapping. Come on, get up. Cheer. Come on, class of 2021. Get up. Yes, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We're finally graduating. Oh, my God. Yes, okay. Let's hear it for our loved ones, embarrassing loved ones. Hi, Mom. Let's hear it for our favorite teachers, but most importantly, let's hear it for us again. Cheer. Yes, yes. Okay, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for participating. That was fun. It actually worked. Wow. Okay. So now I'm going to speak in front of a bunch of people who don't know me. Great. Hi, my name is Sasha, and I want to talk about something that is very important to me and something that I believe is a tough topic for many people, self-worth. And yes, I did make all of you stand up and cheer just for me to start getting all serious. So stand up and cheer if you have self-worth. See? Well, I'm surprised. Okay. Notice how not everyone stood up. Not everyone is up. Okay. But seriously, I want to talk about self-worth because I think that we all need to work on it. Again, if you didn't stand up, this one's for you. I know that I have needed to work on my own self-worth because for most of my life, I have not felt worthy of being alive. I will just admit something. My own ambition or drive or passion or whatever is not the reason that I am the valedictorian of this graduating class. Depression runs in my family, so I've had some run-ins with that. I easily develop nervous tics. I have anxiety, and I have trouble finding pleasure in my daily life. I was even having serious trouble writing this speech because I wasn't taking ownership of my own success. I did not feel worthy of the title of valedictorian. To be honest, I'm still having some trouble with feeling worthy of my position, but this, just like most things in my life, is another thing for me to work on, and I like to think that I have gotten better. I believe that the reason I am the valedictorian of this graduating class is because I finally realized that I am worthy of being alive. Thank you. I want to tell you a bit about how I discovered my own self-worth. The first part of discovering my own self-worth was realizing that I didn't know my own self-worth. All I will say is that having mercy on yourself is allowing yourself to heal from whatever has hurt you. It's a common misconception that going through tough times is what makes you strong and builds character. But that is a flat-out lie. Tough times is what breaks you. Healing is what makes you strong. So please have mercy on yourself and start to heal from whatever has hurt you. Now, the second part of discovering my own self-worth was realizing that I was terrified of the world around me. To really give you an idea, whenever I would find myself going the wrong direction between classes, I just kept walking in the same wrong direction, no matter what, even if I might be late to class, or, and this often happened to me as a freshman, even if I got more lost. Nope, just keep walking, just keep walking. I was like Dory from Finding Nemo, but with absolutely none of her confidence. Why? Apparently, I had decided that simply doubling back in a hallway was social suicide. I thought that everyone would just stare at me like, look at that idiot going in the wrong direction. What was I thinking? Thankfully, this fear of mine did change, so thank you to Chef Bradshaw, Jamie, Tashi, Jen, and Sochi of the Culinary Department's management team for teaching me to have confidence in parts of the world that I haven't explored yet. I mean, it's amazing what the knowledge of running a restaurant can do to your walking posture. You know, target demographics, oops, going the wrong direction, menu, advertising. And thank you to Mr. McKinney, Margot, Emily, and Brandon of the National Honor Society leadership team for teaching me that the parts of the world that I haven't explored yet are already confidently waiting for me. You know, the first word that came to my mind when National Honor Society elections were being held was just no. But someone had already spread a rumor that I was running for president, and I figured, why not? And here I am. Seriously, you never know what you may encounter when you stop fearing the world. I really encourage you to not let the world scare you. The third part of discovering my own self-worth was realizing that I was not using my voice. Many people who know me know that I am pretty darn shy, and I know that this shyness of mine stems from the fact that I was ashamed of and guilty about myself. I am not now. So now I want to thank Miss Nelkin and her AP Lang class, as well as the Feminist Literature Club, hi guys, for giving me a space to use my voice. I will never forget that during one of our class circles, the quietest girl in AP Lang, a girl who I considered shyer than even myself, and that is saying something, she called me shy. Now, she was not wrong. I guess it really does take one to know one, but for some reason, I was absolutely shocked and offended. No, I'm just quiet and reserved. I'm just shy. Then this girl proceeded to remark on how I had come out of my shell during the course of AP Lang, and she was still not wrong. For someone who immediately gets dizzy, chokes on their own words, loses their breath, and turns as red as a tomato during basic conversations, for someone like me, a mess, to learn to write and give a speech for an AP Lang midterm, it takes a miracle. And AP Lang truly was a miracle. I learned how to use my voice, and I am proud that now I am still using that voice, and I encourage you to start using your voice. The fourth part of discovering my own self-worth was realizing that I was living a passionless life. Like I said, I have trouble finding pleasure in my daily life. I am working on that. But this first changed when I started taking Italian at Cross. So now I want to thank Miss Farfone, literally the one, the only Italian teacher, for teaching me la bella lingua. Even though I switched into Italian 1 2 weeks after the class started, and even though my phone got stolen as soon as I switched into the class, joke's on you, thief, you may have outsmarted my utterly oblivious 14-year-old self, but I just got a new phone after a really shameful trip to the Apple store. You know, getting a phone is supposed to be exciting, but it's not exciting when all you can think about is, what if this thief goes through my texts and discovers that my sense of humor is basically just Facebook cat memes. It's one thing to be robbed, but it's a whole other thing to be exposed. Anyways, really, despite my very rocky start with the language, learning Italian was one of my favorite things about high school. Instead of finding no point in my existence as a high school student, I would find myself practicing newly learned Italian conjunctions. Really, It meant so much to me, Miss Farfone, that after seeing how much I loved your class, you were willing to break a professional rule and teach me in an independent study when I couldn't fit your class into my schedule. I found myself getting excited about something, which was pretty rare for me. And thereafter, le cose sono solo migliorate. Things only got better. And I encourage you to find something that you are passionate about. The fifth part of discovering my own self-worth was realizing that other people believed in me. Wow. So now I want to make Miss Bartone officially the world's best guidance counselor. She isn't at Cross anymore, but I know that she's watching the live stream, so hello to New Jersey. Honestly, I don't think that I would be standing here on this stage giving this speech if not for having Miss Bartone as my guidance counselor. Any time that I came into her office, she was ready for me, and that is remarkable considering one of the first major interactions I had with her. As a freshman, I foolishly decided to be brave and try out for the school musical. Oh, the masochist I was. And Miss Bartone was at my audition as one of the judges. I decided to sing Defying Gravity, only I forgot half of the song when I got on stage, and it was a miracle that the ceiling didn't defy physics and crush me. And this was all in front of my guidance counselor. Good job. But Miss Bartone did not let my reproachful rendition of Defying Gravity stop her from defying practically impossible scheduling conflicts, teacher disputes, and really anything that got in my way. I am so glad that I managed to see that she believed in my academic ability, because even just having a couple of people in your corner can change your entire life. And I encourage you to believe that others believe in you. They really do. And lastly, the sixth part of discovering my own self-worth was realizing that I wasn't taking ownership of my own life. So I want to thank my mother for this realization. Among many lessons my mother has taught me, such as don't make any important final decisions when you're tired, crying, and about to go to bed, and don't trust realtors, and be aware of your environment. You were right, Mom. The real reason I broke my glasses was because I did sit on them, and then drop them, and then clean them a bit too hard. Anyways, among all the lessons that you have taught me, the most impactful one has been to take ownership of my life. Not only have you always been there for me in my overwhelming academic life, but you have also always been there to check me and ask if I was happy and point out my overwhelming apathy and make me question what I used to accept as a really depressing reality. So thank you for teaching me that I am worthy of living. Thank you. I love you, Mom. So I want to say really thank you to everyone who has helped me realize that I shouldn't be afraid of the world around me, that I ought to use my voice, that I need to have passions, that people truly believe in me, that I need to own my own life, that I am worthy of being alive. Thank you to everyone who has helped me with this. And before I sit back down in my fancy folding chair, I want to say this. You are worthy of being alive. And once you realize that, nothing can stop you. Thank you for listening to me.
Let's give it up for our valedictorian, our salutatorian. They spoke nothing but the truth. Thank you, Sasha, for being so vulnerable with us and fearless, both of you. Thank you so much, because not everybody would have shared that. And I know you have touched many people. So next, we are going to hear from our awesome, wonderful, fabulous band. Mr. Teichman, take it away. Thank you, Mr. Teichman and the Wilbur Cross Band. And we need to give it up for them because when I tell you, they were not together most of the year to practice that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next on our program, I wanted to say agenda. I thought I was in a meeting for a second. We are going to have our wonderful keynote speaker, Director Maritza Bond, who is the Director of the Public Health for the City of New Haven. Maritza Bond is a public health leader with over 18 years of experience. Director Bond currently serves as the Director of Health for the City of New Haven, where she leads the department's efforts to create a culture of health and wellness, focusing on addressing social determinants of health and health equity. These efforts include a commitment to strengthening public-private partnerships, finding ways to connect public health and clinical medicine, and implementing an outcome-driven approach to program and policy development. Before joining the City of New Haven, Director Bond was Director of Health and Social Services for the City of Bridgeport for over 4 years. She led 11 diverse regulatory divisions and social service programs in that capacity, driving proven results that increase revenue and efficiency. Within a year of her appointment, Bond launched and led the department's public health accreditation process. During her nearly 2 decades in the public health sector, Bond has also worked in rural settings. Before arriving in Bridgeport, she was the executive director of Eastern Area Health Education Center, Inc. In that role, Bond worked to bring educators, healthcare professionals, and the community together, better coordinate the regional and state public health workforce, and ensure healthcare access to the underserved. Bond also oversaw several grant fund projects for the Naugatuck Valley Health District. In 2015, she received the Health Equity Superstar Award, because she's a Wilbur Cross graduate. Give it up for her, right? I lost my thing. And was named the Rural Health Leadership Fellow. In 2008, she was a Connecticut Health Foundation Leadership Fellow. Director Bond holds a master's degree in public health with an MPA certificate in nonprofit management from the University of Connecticut. She earned her bachelor's degree in public health from Southern Connecticut State University and specializes in health promotion. But what makes her so special, you see all those accomplishments, and that's wonderful and fabulous. She is also, I didn't say it before, I'm going to say it one more time, Wilbur Cross class of 1995, right here. And I know some of you parents know her and were in that class too, so give it up for Director Maritza Bonds. Here you go.
Let me adjust the mic, because I'm short in my 9th grade, all the way through my senior year in my adulthood, and guess what? My petiteness still keeps me fierce. Good afternoon, everyone. Where's class of 2021? Let's go! I know, you guys are probably restless and ready to get this going, but I want to try to give you some remarks, and hopefully I can leave a small imprint today with you. As noted, my name is Maritza Bond, and I am class of 1995. My son, who's 18, said, "Mom, you are old." And I, who sat in your very seat just 25 years ago, thought to myself, I thought 30 was going to be old, and here I am today before you, and it's such an honor. But before I begin with my remarks, I just want to first thank the parents, teachers, staff, and all who took a part in organizing such a wonderful event today. Thank you especially to Principal Johnson. Your leadership throughout this unprecedented time cannot go unnoticed and is deeply appreciated by the community you serve. Let's give her a round of applause. And most important, good afternoon to our newest class, Wilbur Cross Governors. You made it. Woo-hoo! As many of us, we wanted to share words with you today. I also sat before my computer trying to reflect on what can I share with you. And I had to think back 25 years ago when I sat in your very seat, and I remembered feeling scared, excited, overwhelmed, Not sure if I had followed the right instructions. I fixed my cap 1,000 times. Some of you wanted to make sure it didn't fly away just a few moments ago. And perhaps you can relate to some of the things of being rushed into the right order, staying straight in your line. And so I just ask you to take a moment to just really take this moment in and take a deep breath and savor this day. Take a look to the left of you. Take a look to the right of you. In front of you, well, not in front of you, some of you, because we're over here, but behind you, these have been your classmates for the last 4 years. Now each of you are going to journey into new paths. We have endured much this year, and many of us have lost loved ones, family members, neighbors, and friends who plan to celebrate this day with you today, and unfortunately were taken from us too soon. And so as we took a moment earlier, I want us to honor their memory and know that they are with us, and I believe that they're with us as well, as Principal Johnson stated earlier. Governor, this day is yours. Today you will receive a diploma, a symbol of your high school career's completion. But this piece of paper that you take with you today will also hold a stark reminder of a profound moment in history. The story of your high school career was forever altered when my team and I decided to shut down our schools. We wanted to do everything we could to stop the spread. Thoughts of events like this kept us going through the long year of hard choices. If we could keep one seat filled at a graduation, a wedding, a birthday party, one cherished community member still here to witness life's big moments, our weighted decisions would have been worth it. This class of governors, this generation of young people, stepped up with tenacity and compassion to set a set of circumstances no adult was able to advise on. You showed yourselves as leaders in your care for the betterment of those around you. You offered selflessness so that no one else expected of you, and no one at your age was really expected of you. You stayed home and masked up at a time you had hoped would be filled with friends and connections in your last year. You stood up against racial injustice. Your generation, like many parents of my generation, knows how important it is to address an issue head on. Take to the streets, to take to the ballot boxes until justice is served. To say Black Lives Matters and ensure that all have an equal shot at the American dream. So many of you have gotten the vaccine to help us move towards eradicating this pandemic so that we can be able to be free of this pandemic. Many of you have also encouraged many others to do the same. And so someday, sooner than we think, we hold the honor of making decisions on behalf of our community. This responsibility, however, will be passed on to your generation. Looking at all of you today, I have no fears for that day. Remember the community that raised you. Remember the teachers, parents, family, neighbors, and faith leaders that shaped your lives. Remember the choices we made to help you grow and to keep you safe. Remember also the choices we made that you didn't agree with. I want to challenge you to take on responsibility to show us what we missed. Your experience, your empathy, your tenacity, and your hope are your qualifications. I look out across the crowd and I see future leaders of New Haven and beyond. We will be in such capable hands, and I believe that true wholeheartedly. Don't forget to dream big dreams, work hard, and give back in any way you can. And remember, wherever you go, you will always have a place back here in New Haven, as I did. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Okay, parents, family, we ready? I said, I know it's not that hot. Well, maybe it might be hot for you. Are we ready? I can't hear you. I'm sorry, because I'm used to cross graduations where, we turn up. Are we ready to see our kids graduate? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. All right, there we go. There we go. I think everybody's tired.
Upside down, upside down.
All right, come on up, honey.
Here you go.
Mawa Keita. Jamalee D. Cooper. Elvin Perez. Sky Council. Taylor Anderson. Nariah Johnson. Otis Todd Bivens Jr. Julia Case. Cash Karachi. Adriana Johnson. Alana Begard. Haley Pereira. Jaden Sidnor. Tamia Reese. Davon Kennedy. April Nicole Artis. Nicholas Giovanni Rivetta. Haley Gonzalez. Sebastian Velez. Niquel M. Diaz. Angelia Bonhomme Scott. Kitsali Romero. Arman Heislap. Alexandra Beaumont Collins. Alina R. Mararka. Riley A. DeLucia. Sophia R. Kamalar. Brandon J. Inawazo. Tiffany Chum. Cameron Owens. Anaya Stewart. Giovanna M. Wright. Jaquan Brooks.
give us a second.
Deja Middleton. Candy Everett. Madison McCauley. Matthew Walker. Devin Q. Yariel Delgado Santana. Janessa Leclerc. Jennifer Gonzalez. Rangelis Espinosa. Junju Kim. Leslie Melendez. Kiera K. Johnson. I got you. Shalise J. Orman. Rakiba Anwar. Alicia Brady. Kenneth D. Bellinger. Carmen Elena Ramos. Amber Myers. Sinai McDonald. Najee Jones. Heaven Williams. Orlin Lopez. Xavier Morel. Jael M. Barno. Markel Caesar. Fee Lum. Sethwell Morrison. Eric Morales. Daniel Barranco. George Felez. Chantel O'Brien. Lyric Miller. Margot Peterson. Nadia Amari Ferrer Santiago. Eric C. Burgos. Crystal Marie Ferrer Tirado. Benedict Jurungai. Amber Spell. Wilson R. Coronel. Cindy Calle Salgado. Ethan O'Connor. George San Pedro. George Morales Lopez. Brian De Jesus Mendez. Justin D. Rivera. Melanie Castillo. Caitlin Gonzalez. Joshua Munoz Olivares. John Y. Cruz Santiago. Kalisha Rosario Trinidad. Juana Tumchik. Eloise Benoit Delphine. Samantha Nicole Santayeja. Sadie Ann Turner. Marjorie Bruckman. Jaheim Samedo. Ashley Rosado. Celia Press. Anthony T. Campbell. Dana Morrison. Jamisha Heath. Alexander Van Tassel. Federico Laura. Simon Bazelon. Tyvin Jargelin. Gabrielle Festa. Jaden M. Gomez Stafford. Don't worry, that's good luck. Ready? Esteban Perez. Shiv Patel. Diane Mugashima. Yashira M. Colon del Valle. Maria C. Lopez Capa. Giselle Rojas. Johanna Aguna. Shailia Pagan. Catherine A. Sig. Zaya Grace Generette. Christopher Rivera. Javon Taylor. Marlene Vasquez. Christina Bouye. Emily Sifrant. Quanisha Taylor. John A. Mabry. Allison Arevalo Ceballos. Carla Garzon Jumbla. Natalie Gonzalez Recinos. Dianera Michelle Alvarez Bermudez. Gabriela Ivan Berrios. Amanda Lisette Santiago. Jeremy Ramirez. Jeremy Tekpa Guzman. Jorge Cuapio. George Jr. San Pedro. Matt Michimani. Carlos Lopez. Aaron Bruce. Rakab Azua. Ahmed El Sayed. Freeze Charles. Vivi Salinas. Janasia Wing Taylor. Andy Andre Moreno Moreno. Kevin Gonzalez. Sergio Almonte. James Main. Demetrius Lugo. Anjali Arevalo. Alberto M. Alicia. Catalina Homan. Jalisa Jill Thornhill. Mia Overall Sloan. Marcus Tyrell McCree. Jamie Aguirre Avila. Jessica Ramos. Dani Gudiel. Justin Alvarez. Jose Lucero. Christian Sanchez Chavez. Branco Lucero. Mary Salas Bravo. My favorite. Sandy Merly Martinez Paz. Maurice Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Jasmine Adams. Gisela Anais Urias Ariana. Lisette Melendez. Kevin A. Pabon Barrera. Lachey Monet Bookert. Sulmi Gomez. Orlando Bufiel. Jordan Howard. Angela Chevere. Jelidia Milagros Guzman. Kayla Saudi. Madeline Perez. Camille Michelle Lopez. Johanna W. Perez. Marlene Santizo. Jose G. Rodriguez. Beatriz Adriana Juan Sebastian. Giovanni Flores.
If there's hand white. So, that concludes our reading of the graduates. Can I please have the Wilbur Cross graduates for the class of 2021 please stand? Hold on, we're not done yet. Families, look at our beautiful graduates right now. Turn around and look at your families. What do I say? Dr. White? I forgot what I said.
You say,
Don't press it.
I'll ask you the questions after.
All right, I need everyone, graduates, please turn around. Please turn around, because it's not official yet. Dr. White, the Associate Superintendent of New Haven Public Schools, as the principal of Wilbur Cross High School, I present to you the candidates for graduation for the class of 2021.
Principal Johnson, do you certify that they have completed all the requirements of the New Haven Board of Education and the Connecticut State Department of Education?
Yes, I do certify that they met all the requirements.
Well then, Principal Johnson, it is my pleasure on behalf of the New Haven Board of Education to accept the class of 2021 of Wilbur Cross High School and admit them to and confer upon them the high school diploma with all rank, privilege, and insignia. Congratulations.
You may turn your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2021! Woo! Okay, I guess that's it. So this concludes, y'all I love it, whatever, it's over. Not gonna walk out in line, but that's okay, I still love you. I know, you're not gonna listen to me. Congratulations, all. They're like, we're done, we don't have to listen to you anymore, Johnson. So please exit, graduates, you're gonna exit to the practice field over there. Parents, you can see your graduates. If you did not take your professional picture, oh, they took them all? If you did not take your professional picture, please come to the back of the stage. If you did not take your professional graduation photo, please go to the back of the stage. Thank you so much for coming, and we appreciate and love you all.
You certify that they have completed all the requirements of the New Haven Board of Education and the Connecticut State Department of Education.
Yes, I do certify that they met all the requirements.
Well then, Principal Johnson, it is my pleasure on behalf of the New Haven Board of Education to accept the class of 2021 of Wilbur Cross High School and admit them to and confer upon them the high school diploma with all rank, privilege, and insignia. Congratulations.
You may turn your tassel from the right to the left.